Hello, 757. Hello, Hampton Roads. It is so nice to be standing back here with you. You've been very good to me in the 31 years I've been in office, especially since I'm an 804 guy. I bet we have some 804 folks in. 20 years ago, I was running for governor. I was the lieutenant governor of Virginia. And I asked a brand new senator who was not even a year into the United States Senate if he would come to Virginia to help me be elected. And on a beautiful weekend day, just like today, right at the end of the campaign, that Illinois senator Barack Obama, he came to Norfolk. And we went to 2 churches, and then we went to Lake Taylor High School for a rally just like this. Anybody remember that? 20 years ago. And we won that race. And I won that race with Barack Obama's help. And about a year and a half later, I was a new governor. He reached out and said, "Tim, I'm thinking about running for president. What do you think?" And I said, I think you should. And he said, "Why do you think I should?" I said, "Because people like you. Don't wait till they don't like you to run." And he said to me, "I thought I'd get something more sophisticated than that, but maybe there's some wisdom there." And we worked so hard in Virginia. We hadn't gone Democratic for 44 years in a presidential race. But Senator Obama believed that we could go blue, and he came back to Hampton Roads and Richmond and Appalachia and Northern Virginia and South Side and Charlottesville and Harrisonburg. He campaigned all over the state when Democrats for years had not been here. And on election night in 2008, if you remember it, the polls closed, results were coming in, and the AP, for the first time in 44 years, called Virginia for a Democrat, Barack Obama. And then, 2 minutes after they called Virginia for Barack Obama, they called the United States for Barack Obama, because Virginia had sent a loud message that no one could deny. Virginia sent a loud message that no one could deny. And that's why we're here today. We are here today because our nation and this world is in need of a message. And not a quiet message either. We need to put in a governing team that will govern this state in the way we deserve, but we also need to send a loud message to this country and to this world that we are first in line to battle for democracy at a time when there are people pushing against it. Jay Jones. Jay Jones, I have known Jay Jones for 25 years. And I said that recently, and somebody said, "Oh, wait, yeah, you met him when he was 11 years old?" Well, yes, I met Jay Jones when he was 11 years old. I have known him for 25 years, and I've watched Jay the lawyer, and Jay the legislator, and Jay the legislative leader, and Jay will be a great attorney general. Just one story from yesterday. President Trump has engineered us into a shutdown by not engaging to fund government and protect people's health care. And Earlier this week, he said he was not going to allow SNAP benefits to be paid to people who are hungry. Even though Congress created a contingency fund with billions of dollars to pay people SNAP benefits during lapses in funding. The money is there in the account. Democrats and Republicans put it there to be used for exactly this purpose. Donald Trump is holding it back. Thank God, a couple of dozen states sued to say, use the money for what it was intended. Use the money to feed hungry people. But, guess what state didn't participate? Virginia didn't participate because Jay's opponent wouldn't stand up and say, hungry people deserve the money in the contingency fund that was set for them. Jay would never do that. He's going to battle for you. It doesn't matter who the president is. If somebody's pushing Virginia around, Jay won't be a lost ball in the tall grass. He'll be standing up trying to do the right thing for Virginia. Vote for Jay Jones. Ghazala Hashmi, lifelong educator. My state senator. When I have a cranky letter that I want to write to somebody, I can write it to Ghazala Hashmi. But how good it will be to have a teacher. To have the chairman of the Senate Education Committee. Because at the state level, we need leaders who want to celebrate teachers and lift up teachers. We've had leaders in the last 4 years who want to create a teacher tip line so people can complain about teachers. We need people who will lift up and celebrate teachers, and that's what you'll get with the Ghazala Hashmi as your lieutenant governor. And then finally, on to the governor's race. I ran for re-election in 2018, and Abigail Spanberger was running her first race for the House. And we got to know each other very, very well. And during the time she served in the House under the leadership of the dean of our delegation, Bobby Scott, we get together once a month, House, Senate, Democrat, Republican, what can we do for Virginia? And I've watched Abigail stand strong again and again and again. Times are easy, times are tough, it doesn't matter, she's going to stand up for us. Now get this. She's talked a lot, for example, about making life more affordable for Virginians. If you look at what the other side is doing, food prices going up, energy prices going up, healthcare prices going up, building supplies going up, Halloween shopping going up, Thanksgiving shopping going up, holiday shopping going up. The other side is just up, up, up. Abigail has got plans to make housing, to make health care, to make the basic necessities of life more affordable for Virginians when the other side is just jacking it up day after day. Abigail's the right candidate. Abigail's talking about education. Abigail wants to make Virginia schools, and we've got a lot to be proud of in Virginia schools, K-12 and higher ed. She says, make them the best in the nation. The best in the nation. We can do that. And how about the other side? The other side, what are they doing on education? In Washington, destroying the Department of Education. That is the other side's educational agenda, destroy the Department of Education. Finally, and then I'm going to conclude, Abigail talks about creating good-paying jobs all over this Commonwealth, every corner, rural, urban, suburban, investing in good-paying jobs. What is the other side doing? Firing thousands of people. This administration has fired more veterans than any administration in the history of the United States. We got to have somebody who wants to grow jobs, not somebody who gets pleasure and joy out of laying people off. Abigail's the right candidate for Virginia right now. And so I'm gonna finish where I started. In 2008, we sent a message, and not a quiet one. We sent a loud message when we broke tradition in Virginia and supported my friend Barack Obama to be President of the United States. And then what we got by sending that message was 8 years of great government of this country. If we do what we know how to do, Virginia, we will send a loud message on Tuesday. We will get 4 years of great governance of this Commonwealth, and we will create a lot of hope for a lot of people all over this country and all over this world. Thanks, and let's go win.